you pulling off something that is meant for your nana. You get what I'm saying? You know you got style. The more you list, like, the more people are gonna buy your shit, you know? Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, Viaglo. If you are new here, my name is Gloria and I'm a part-time reseller on multiple different apps. And I resell clothes and shit. That's exactly what I do. So today I'm gonna be doing a ship with me video. And all right, y'all, so first I have these going out. These were just like some Y2K type of chunky heel. I picked them up in the thrift store because they look very much so Y2K. And then I thought they were really cute because they had like the flowers or whatever on them. They do have like light wear to them, but I got a good little deal off of them. So I went on and picked them up. How has y'all sales been so far? Because mine have been pretty good. And it's only because I've been sending out offers. So a few days ago, I decided that I wanted to like update my inventory. So I did like a final 50% off type of sale. And I got about 6 sales from it. So the 16 items that I'm shipping out today, 6 of them are from the, you know, the 50% off sale. And to be honest with y'all, I really think that I just overpriced my items. So the 50% off sale really wasn't like a hit to my profits at all. So I was pretty happy to get those items out. But look at this one, y'all. I think I thrifted this a couple of months ago and I put it on the Depop Reddit because I didn't know anything about it. And if y'all don't frequent Reddit, I think it's called Reddit, right? Make sure you do, because not only are they super helpful on there, but they were able to give me like keyword descriptions for this item because I knew nothing about it. I just thought that it was super dope and it looked vintage, so I was like, I gotta get it. So anyway, so they gave me a couple of keywords to use, and I definitely think that was like the focal point of me being able to sell it, because they can't find something if there's not the right keywords to it. So I was pretty happy about that. And it sold for a really good amount. She messaged me and she was like, hey, do you think you can go down on this? But first it was because I held a 50% off flash sale. So she messaged me and she was like, hey, is this a part of the 50% off? And I told her no, unfortunately not. And she was like, do you think you can go down on the price? And I said, of course I can go down on the price. So then I told her what my lowest would be and she was like, that's perfect. So I was like, oh, okay, great, amazing, let's get it done. So I was pretty happy about that sale because it was a pretty good sale. So these are some Athleta Leggings. During that time that I was telling y'all about me trying to, you know, condense my inventory, I pulled all of my Athleta items out of my inventory because I wanted to do like a Athleta bundle. And I did that. And I was really surprised that like 3 Athleta pieces sold within like 1 or 2 days. So I had to pull that from that bundle to, you know, get them ready to ship. But this one sold on Mercari and it was a full asking price sale. And I'm like, you cannot beat that. Because on Mercari, y'all already know, if you sell on Mercari, it is very much so rare that you get an item that is a full sale, because people are cheap as hell. But then again, you know, they designed the app so people could get deals, and of course people are gonna get their deals. But I was happy to see it go, because I'm really in the process of like revamping my whole entire inventory. Not even really just like the styles, or it's not like I'm thrifting anything different. I'm just being more mindful of what I'm thrifting, because I truly don't want to bring in inventory that doesn't sell. And I mean, granted, every time we thrift, it's always either a hit or a miss. But I want to start bringing in more hits. And I just don't want to waste money. And I feel like when I did like a inventory of my inventory, I just saw a lot of items that I wasted money on. And I'm not sure which video is going to come out first, but I'm actually doing a video about that, and it's gonna be like more in depth of me just talking about my inventory and what I plan on doing with it. But I just wanna just stop picking up brands that are low tier. I know that, you know, that's a market for somebody else, maybe a volume seller, but I don't wanna be a part of that. Trust me, I wanna sell, you know, volumes of items, but I just don't wanna, you know, sell low dollar items anymore. These are some cashmere pants. I picked these up, I wanna say like May, and it's a Neiman Marcus brand. And I had listed them when I first got them then, but then I realized like nobody's gonna be buying cashmere pants in the middle of summertime, and I was right about that. So I went on and pulled them down, and I waited, and I just listed them this week. So they sold. And what's so amazing about these and a few items that I have here, they sold the same night of me listing it. Like, I was pleasantly surprised. Like 3 items sold the same night that I listed them on Mercari. And it just kind of motivated me to make sure that I keep listing, because clearly the more you list, like the more people are gonna buy your shit, you know? Because that's really how it goes, right? You gotta list in order to make money. But yeah, so I listed those items, and 2 of them I got offers on, and the other one they bought it outright. So I'm like, thank you, baby girl, thank you. And they were pretty good dollar amounts too. This was a J. Crew tank, y'all. I'm not even sure why I picked this up. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I literally saw it and I was like, oh my God, J. Crew sells. Girl, okay, don't be like me. Yeah, so I picked up J. Crew, and I'm not saying that I don't pick up J. Crew at all. I do, but like this style, I don't even know what I was going for when I picked it up. I think during this time, I was watching a reseller on YouTube, and she was talking about, you know, this brand sells, but she's one of those resellers that sells like Chicos and shit like that, which no shade if you sell Chicos, but it's just not my thing. If I do pick up J. Crew, it's dresses. I pick up J. Crew dresses all the time, and they do sell. Some of them don't, because I had to pull a silk dress down from J. Crew. Just wasn't doing what it needed to do, so I didn't want it in my inventory anymore. So I was like, you gotta go, girl. Bye-bye. But this one is a torrid pant. It's kind of like the Beta brand style, which is like more of a yoga style work pant. So these were one of the items that sold the first night that I listed it. I can't talk, huh? But yeah, and these were in a really good condition, almost like the person never wore it. I actually thrifted these months ago, and they were a part of the items that were never like listed. So I had them in my inventory, but they weren't listed, because what ended up happening was on Depop, if you do drafts over there, I don't know if y'all know, but I draft all of my listings on Depop first, and then I cross-listed to Mercari, Poshmark, and eBay. So I draft all my listings, and I drafted quite a few of them, and what ended up happening was I would go thrifting, and then I would get those new items, and then I would draft them, then I would push those out, because I was more excited about the new items that I was thrifting. So with me being excited about those items, that push, you know, the items that I wasn't excited about to the back burner. And with them being pushed to the back burner, within like 30 days, the file gets corrupted, which super inconvenient. And I didn't know that. So when it was time to list the items, I would list them, and then I would notice that the photos wouldn't show up. So then I'm like, what the hell? So the description is there and everything, but the photos are blank. It's just like a gray space. And I'm like, no. So I had to literally throw away all of those drafts that I had in there. And it was really an inconvenience, I'll tell you that much. Like, it really sucked not being able to list those things, because back then I used to give like a quick little description and then put like the measurements or whatever. So it was like a waste of time. And I'm sure you're thinking, well, why don't you just take new photos and then just upload them with that? Look, okay, mind your business. But yeah, so I ended up just deleting them, and I actually let it sit for quite some time until sometime this week, where I finally was like, you know what, I have the time, let me go ahead and go through my inventory and pull out the items that are not listed. And I did that, and it was quite a few items, and I was like, wow. But that is for another video. Hopefully you guys stay tuned so y'all can see that one coming, because I should be filming that really soon, and it should be out sometime around this one. So this was a new to me like brand item, I guess. It's Free People, but it's their Free People Beach. And I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I only picked this up because of the name. This dress is ugly as hell. I do believe that it's maybe like a beach cover up. I wouldn't see anybody wearing this just outside because it's nothing special about it. I'm gonna be honest. It looks like if you were an artist and you painted and you wanted to put on an outfit that you don't care about. That's what this looks like. No shade. But so yeah, so they purchased this one. This one sold on eBay, and it was through an offer. They sent a reasonable offer, so I was like, of course you can have it. This gave me a lot of attention, I can tell you that. Like, Free People really does bring the right type of attention to your shop, your closet or whatever, because they got a lot of like watchers. I shouldn't say a lot, I think it was like 2 or 3, but that's still enough, you know? And for some reason on eBay, I like to send offers. Every time I log into the app and it says like somebody is watching, or you have, I don't know, whatever it says, I go ahead and send out offers. I try to send out offers thinking like a buyer would, thinking like, oh shit, this is a good deal, let me accept it. But I think some people truly just be liking shit just because. This is a brand that I will not pick up anymore, and this is Cut from the Cloth or some shit like that. It's like scribbled, I don't know. Yeah, I think it's called Cut from the Cloth. These are the Catherine boyfriends, size 16. I personally didn't do thorough comps. I do remember like checking the brand, but this was around the time that I was only checking like quick brands. I wasn't checking the style and all of that. I wasn't doing detail comps. I was just doing, you know, top layer comps. So that's what I get. But this wasn't a bad sale. I think these sold for like 17, I want to say. But it was through the 50% off offer situation. So yeah, probably just had them priced too high. I know going forward, I'm probably just gonna pick up pants and list them at like 25 bucks. Definitely not this brand. I'm not picking this up anymore, I'm gonna be honest. I'm sure Cut from the Cloth probably sells for others, but it's just not my gig, so I'm kind of out of it. It's a no for me. Do you pick up Cut from the Cloth? How are y'all inventory systems? Like, are they well intact? Are you in the process of getting it together, or is it already together? Curious to know. This one sold on Depop. It's a flax linen top. Now this one really pisses me off, only because I had no intention of selling this one half off, and I accidentally clicked it on Depop. If you've ever ran a sale on Depop, you are able to go in and individually click the items that you want to go on sale. And this one was close to like the bottom half of the items that I wanted to sell. So I just kind of was clicking through, and next thing I know, I got that little that little ka-ching thing with the coins and stuff. And I seen that I sold something on Depop, and I was like, oh shit, okay. So then when I went to go look at it, it showed this one, but it only showed how much I would have made like initially. So I got excited, but then when it was time for me to print out the shipping label, I noticed that the item was marked off. So I was a little bit annoyed. Y'all, I have a bad habit of not like prepping my items when they come in. That is something that I definitely want to work on, because usually when I get home from the thrift store, I'll just sit everything in one area, which is right over there, and then I'll photograph, and then I'll throw them back over there so they can be measured, and then I'll put them up. I think I'm gonna work on getting like a maybe like a little prep area for the item, because I know some people have like different stages of what the item has to go through type of areas. Like one lady I seen that she would have color coordinated hangers to let her know which process that particular item was in. I think she had like a white hanger for items that she just thrifted that needs to be washed, and then she had like a black hanger that had it to where these are the items that need to be photographed, and then she had a brown hanger, I want to say, and that one was used to say that the item is ready to be like put away. Like the description and everything is ready, and it's ready, you know, to be put away. I thought that was pretty cool. It seems oh so time consuming, I'm gonna be honest. And since I live in a 1-bedroom apartment and I don't have that much space, your girl can't be doing all of that. So I'm not. But I thought that it was pretty cool how she had hers though. I thought that was really nice. I love the process of it, because that's how you keep shit organized and don't get overwhelmed. Because I'm kind of getting tired of my stuff sitting like on the side, because it looks real tacky when people come over and it's like a pile of clothes on the floor. It looks like, damn, y'all don't clean up? Y'all dirty over here? And that is definitely not me. But that's something that I want to work on. It's just kind of finding something. I may go find like a rack or something just to put like new inventory on. I want to figure something out. So this is a pure Jill like oatmeal colored vest. It's linen. I thought that this was going to sell on Poshmark or even Mercari, but it sold on Depop, and it was by a younger girl, which I thought was kind of cool, because I feel like I mentally know what type of style she has, and pretty fucking dope, I tell you that much, because you pulling off something that is meant for your nana, you get what I'm saying? You know you got style. But this, I guess this can be very hippie-esque. But she sent me an offer. Oh, I forgot that this had pockets. That's so dope. She sent me an offer, and it was reasonable. I think it was like 20% off. I think it's so cool when people send offers and they're not lowballing you. Like, it's so rare that it happens. I think I had it listed at 24, and she sent me an offer. It was like, hey, could you do 20? And I'm like, of course I can. I'm so used to people lowballing me that when I get like a good offer, I'll be feeling like, oh my God, I've never had this before. Because people really don't send good offers. You know, I get it, you know, everybody wants a deal, but it's like, girl, have common sense to know that I'm not gonna accept it. But then again, it's sellers out there that do accept it, and that's why the lowballers keep lowballing, because they know motherfuckers are gonna be out here accepting they lowballs because they're desperate for a sale. Have y'all watched my Depop video? I was so like nervous about putting it out, and I left some things out which threw me off. It was another scam that I completely forgot, and I think I thought about it yesterday. I'm drawing a blank right now because I would tell y'all if I actually remembered, but I think that that video was much needed for the Depop community. I shouldn't say much needed, that's a big stretch. But I do think that it was important. It's an important video to have, mainly because you want to know what's going on. That way you know not to get scammed. And it's so crazy because like a lot of people in the comments, which it wasn't that many, but a few people, they were just talking about how, you know, Depop is probably not for them for that very reason. And it's like, the video, I didn't intend to make people feel like they shouldn't sell on Depop, because I do think Depop is a good platform to cross-list on. Of course, she's not gonna bring you all the money, but she definitely will, you know, bring in some money. And that's what she does for me. That's why I have no intentions of leaving her. And speaking of Depop, this sold within an hour of me listing it. This is a asymmetrical dress from Ivy Park, and it's new with tags. And I do think I underpriced my item. I'm gonna be completely honest, because with this being new with tags, and it is sold out everywhere, I definitely could have overpriced it. But I'm gonna be completely honest, when I listed it, I thought I was shooting a little high too, because I do want to say that I think that this is an older style. So it's almost kind of like, is somebody really gonna be paying above? But I think that's kind of how it goes though. Like, people go buy all Beyonce shit and then start selling it on reselling platforms, because some people are dumb enough to pay up for it. And if you were one of those people, I apologize, but that's what they do. But I didn't. I actually priced this exactly how much it would cost at the store. Actually, I'll take that back. I took $5 off. So there's that, which I could have priced much higher. But it is what it is. You live and you learn. And I definitely learned. This one sold yesterday. And this is just a Patagonia, like, I want to say like a swim shirt or like a surfing shirt or something like that. I picked it up and I thought it was kind of cool, and then when I seen that it was Patagonia, I was like, oh shit. So I went on and got it. I think that's why it's so important to start thrifting in different areas, because I am a creature of habit and I like to thrift at what is more convenient for me. I hate driving, y'all. Like, I fucking hate driving. I loathe driving. Nothing about driving excites me, okay? The only thing that does excite me about driving is knowing that I'm gonna be going home, you know? But I didn't know, yeah. So it's just a regular, cute little Patagonia top. I don't think I showed y'all. I done folded it up, but it's just how it looks. It had like an Aztec type of vibe. She sent me an incredibly reasonable offer, so I was like, of course, I'm gonna accept it. I love when people do that. I really need to buy more poly mailers, like the bigger ones, because with sweater season happening, you gotta have your big mailers. Because I know, I remember last year when I would get sales for bigger items, I would just get 2 poly mailers, and then I would like split, you know, a side of them, and then I just like tape them together like a Frankenstein situation. And that's what I was doing, because I didn't want to commit to buying more poly mailers, because I think I only had like 50 items in my closet back then. But anyways, this is a Tommy Bahama dress. Now, this is like a maxi dress. I thought this was really cute. Tommy Bahama is just one of my, I want to say bread and butters, mainly because I always get over $30 for it, but it's always their dresses. I don't think I've ever sourced anything that wasn't a Tommy Bahama dress. You know what, I take that back. I actually have a Tommy Bahama sweater, men's sweater. So there's that. But yeah, so this one sold, I think it took like a week to sell. I'm not really sure which platform it sold on. I can't remember. Looks like Poshmark actually. So yeah, sold on Poshmark, and I think it was a good offer. I want to say they, for some reason I want to say they bought it outright, but I don't think so. I definitely don't think I sent an offer. Maybe they sent an offer. We're on our last item, y'all. These are the hundreds shorts. It was actually exciting to see these go, only because I sourced them. They were like $1 or 99 cents. And during the time, somebody hid them in the women's section. And I do believe that they hid them only because just how they were like stashed. Just how they were stashed, you can tell that somebody was like, I'm coming back for you, because they were having a 50% off sale, which is so crazy that I even remember that. But I thought that, you know, this would be a good pickup. So I only paid $1 for them. And once I looked up comps, I was like, oh shit, this is actually a good brand to pick up. But then once I noticed that they weren't selling, I was like, oh, okay, maybe it wasn't a good brand to pick up. But somebody took my offer on Poshmark and they sold for 50% off. So I still profited a lot. But yeah, y'all, this month has been going pretty good for me. And what's so crazy too is that, like, I don't even stress about days where I don't get sales anymore, because you gotta remember, what is yours is gonna always be yours, okay? Stress is unnecessary. And with that being said, we are all done. Yeah, I want to say thank you so much for tuning in and watching my video. Please let me know down below how your sales have been for the month of September, because your girl been doing good, okay? I'm just shipping 16 packages off, so you know I'm doing good. But anyways, I'll talk to you guys later, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.